You
It's hot. It's new. It's now. The PureFocus Podcast. Every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. With artist spotlights, mental health, music industry information, business, life, and more. The PureFocus Podcast. The epitome of the industry. Taking content to the next level. With your host, DJ Pinky. And co-host, Miss Unique. Check us out every Tuesday at 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. The PureFocus Podcast. PureFocus Podcast.
All right. Good evening. I am your host, DJ Pinky. And now we have
and I am Miss Uniqueness.
all right. Today we have the Fleet DJs. I'm gonna let them introduce themselves, and then we're gonna go right on into this segment. This is our first 2024 segment, PureFocus Podcast, and we are the epitome of the industry, and we're taking our content to the next level. So it was no other way to do this but to start it out with my Fleet brothers, and we're going to start out with our CEO of Fleet.
The CEO, what's going on?
All right.
Can hardly hear you, Classic.
What's up?
What you say?
We could hardly hear you.
You can hardly hear me?
Now we hear you.
Oh, what's going on? Classic, the CEO, what's going on?
All right. Yep.
What's
DJ
up?
Baby G, Fleet DJs Mid-East Regional Manager, Fleet DJs Colorado. Happy New Year, y'all.
DJ Real Deal, Mid-South Managers of Fleet DJ. Welcome, panel. Welcome. Glad to be here.
All right. Well, we're going to start off here. It's Unique. I'm going to let you start out with the first question. So this is kind of like a little
Okay.
round.
What's going on, fellas? I have some questions that I want to ask. So the questions are going to be like down to earth questions, maybe, but we really want to get down to the bottom by asking the CEO of this industry, the fleet industry, what is Fleet? Give us a little background of what Fleet is.
Fleet DJs is a worldwide DJ coalition, DJ family, or whatever, consisted of DJs, producers, models, photographers, and etc. We're worldwide, like I said, United States, out of the country. We have over 700 members worldwide, and we in the industry. This is what we do. We break records. We here to work.
All right, Baby G.
Okay. So the first question, anybody can go ahead, Pinky.
I can't hear you. Go ahead. Go ahead.
We're gonna ask Baby G a question. The question I wanted to ask Baby G was like, being that you are part of the fleet and you've been there a little longer than the others that are on here. What was the biggest, I want to say the most things that people misunderstood about you? Like when I met you, I was scared to talk to you, right? Until I hear you talking, you start to joking around, and I know when you're serious, and when you're playing, you're playing. So what is the thing that people misunderstand about Baby G?
You said it. You pretty much hit it on the head. Understanding who I'm not and taking the time to find out who and what I'm about. Business is business, fun is fun, but Baby G got, don't really got time to waste a lot of time no more on people that don't want to make investments and improve themselves. Like I say, reading fundamental, dissemination of love, and effective bidirectional communication channels. I live them every day myself, so I expect that same accountability and responsibility from other people. Whether they do it or not, it's not my problem. That's not my insecurity. That's theirs. So once you get to know me, I'll do anything in the world for you.
Oh,
But if you don't get to know me, you don't get that privilege because you're a taker. You're a freeloader. You ain't worked and developed no relationship. So keep it moving.
See ya.
All right. All right.
okay, good answer, Pinky.
All right. Well, I'm going to real deal. Real deal for you.
Uh-huh.
Now, you're the regional manager now of four states, right?
Right.
So how do you balance your personal commitments and your professional commitments?
Well, being a CEO of my own company, of course, I work for myself, so that allowed me to make my own schedule. But I have to treat everything like it's a job. That freedom sometimes can work against you, so I have to be intentional. So I make things in certain windows and stick to them. So for example, I might work on my job stuff from 8 to 11, take a lunch, come back, work on fleet stuff that I have to do for certain hours. And that way keep everything in perspective and not just be run off the place. So write your goals down, have it on paper, look at it, and just be intentional about what you're doing for the day.
Okay. Like that. Great answer. See, we ain't even rehearsed nothing, and y'all just on point. Man, I feel good already. All right. Miss Unique, back to you.
Okay,
I'm like,
so
Pass it on.
back to classic. Okay, question. Like, by the way, my thing is we're trying to learn what fleet is, and a lot of people that came into fleet, they had a misunderstanding of what fleet was in general, and their expectations of things were not what they thought they would be, right? They thought they can come in, get a horse on a mule, they can do whatever, everything is given. But as the more I came into fleet, I learned that you get out of fleet what you put into it, basically. So if you don't network and put in no work, you don't get no results. So um with that being said, when you started fleet, did you think that it would be as big as it is now? And now that it is big, what is your thoughts on it versus when you first started?
When I started it, it's like anybody else starting something. You didn't expect nothing. I didn't expect it to get big. You know what I'm saying? So as time went on, as you seeing things starting to happen, then you had to, start getting business minded. Because at that time, I was probably, early 20s and stuff like that. I wasn't thinking about business and all that stuff like that. So, as I started doing more things in the music business, I started getting a little bit more serious because I seen stuff starting to happen. So as I grew, Fleet started to grow because of what I was doing. So it just carried the name because I am Fleet. Classic is Fleet. That's what you think about me. So as I did your Warren G's only mixtape and so on, all of the 500 plus stuff that I have done and whatever beats I have done and so on. As you've seen it grow, you have to take things seriously and start thinking like a business and stuff like that. So at that point in time, I was just like, oh wow, let's see where this thing could go. And pointing it up to today, it's great, but it still ain't where I wanted to be. It's still a lot of growth and there's still a lot of stuff to go to it. We're recognized in the music business, which is great or whatever, but you always can continue to get bigger and bigger and bigger. So we still got life. We still got a bunch of legs we got to crawl. So at the end of the day, we doing great, but we could do a lot. We could do a lot better. You know what I'm saying? So you can't never settle for what you have.
Mm, okay.
Right. I agree. Agree.
It's always a
Okay, thank you.
continuous situation. So
Okay. Well, since that, I'm gonna ask all of you this question, so I need an answer from everybody. So I'm just not gonna just pick one and one. I'm gonna ask everybody. So would you have would you rather have more money or more time, and why?
I would rather have more money because I can make with the money I can make time for whatever I need to be done. With no money, you don't have no time. You can't make time. You know what I'm saying? If you got money, you can finagle whatever you want in this world. If you got the money, you know what I'm saying? If you just got time, then you just got time, but you still need money to make your time valuable. So that's my thinking.
I would rather have more time.
Okay.
Just because I can always make more money, but time is something I can never get back. So anytime I wasted yesterday, it's just gone. If I lost $1 today, I can make $1 today.
Okay.
Well,
Okay.
I need a little bit of both, but in my thought process and how I move, being ex-military and all the stuff I done, I need more time. Because with that time, I can figure out ways to get to more money. But like Classic said, having that more money makes that time not as critical because you can pay and move differently. So it depends on everybody's situation. But my situation right now, I need more time because I don't have enough time or enough money to pay somebody to teach me all the things that I want to know and do. So I need time. I'm going to get the money. The Lord going to bless me with the money. But I still support Classic and Real Deal statement. You need both. So, whatever balance works for you are those two. That's my answer.
Okay. Well, have you guys ever made I've made it moment? Have any one of you guys made that yet?
Yeah.
I would never say that because I haven't made it to where I want to be at. And that's for me personally, I've done a million things. And for me, I have not made it to where I want to be yet. Because I don't settle.
Yeah, I mean, I second that. I haven't made it to where I want to be, but I'm out. I have been able to cross off some goals, so whether they're big or small. So I made it for me as an accomplishment.
I made it moment was getting higher education when other siblings didn't do it that were older than me. And I always thought I wasn't going to live to be 17. And I'm 53 now. So getting my educational goals. But will I ever truly say I made it? I won't truly ever say I made it till I look at God in his face and we have a hamburger. That's when I know I truly made it.
Okay. Hamburger. Oof. Great meat.
Y'all deep, huh?
Y'all deep. Oh, y'all deep. I like it. Ooh, but you said feeding God a hamburger. All right. I don't know.
I'm not a vegetarian. I don't know.
Hey, but what is a vegetarian?
Is it a vegan burger?
Hey, he has many names, many faces. Ain't no telling what we might eat. I get up there and look at many faces.
Yeah, because I'm eating chicken wings with them.
Well, I'm gonna eat a steak with him.
That's when I know I truly have made it. In my opinion.
Okay. All right. So now we finna get on in here now. This is what I've been wanting to get into. Support. Now, I need y'all take on support. In this industry, as you know, we are DJs. Some of us are producers. Some of us are graphic designers. Some of us are a little bit of everything, photographers. So we're going to touch on a little bit of that because I already know, Baby G, I ain't finna get you started. Real, I ain't going to get you started because I already know how you are. And you are a great boss. Classic, I give you the utmost respect. I appreciate you for what you're doing, with Fleet. And for the people that don't understand, y'all need to get with us because we are the #1 coalition. So they need to get on that boat and ride with us. But what do y'all take on support? How do y'all feel in the industry Is it important to you guys, or y'all just do whatever it is? Y'all just do your thing.
In life general, you need support. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't. There's nothing done by yourself. So you always gonna need support, or you support others. You may, a gift. You may have a gift in helping others bring things to life. You know what I'm saying? Like, so support is a big factor because you may take pride in, just say, for example, helping Pinky out and doing something for her, and that'll get her to where she needs to be. Support is always needed because that drives people. So, you know, like, you gotta be driven. Everybody needs support in some type of way.
True. Y'all got something on that y'all want to add?
Yeah, I mean, I totally agree. Totally agree with him. I mean, either you, like you said, either you giving support or you seeking support. So it's always a two-way street.
Mm-hmm.
Support. That's a double-edged sword.
I know you're coming.
It's a beautiful thing. I support classic. I support real. I support you, Pinky, uniqueness. I support all y'all. On the flip side, y'all support me. But in this music industry, everybody don't value the word support like we may do because we didn't have conversations on teamwork, family, support. So if you don't have a conversation to get a clear understanding of what a person means when they say support, look at the documentary Classic did. He had support, but it wasn't the support he was trying to get from people. And he had to flip the script on some people, and they felt he did them wrong. But he was doing what was best for him and his family to keep, like he said, keep moving. He's never complacent. He's driven. He's motivated to always be in that moment where I ain't made it, so I got to keep grinding. Even though I got 500 beats already here, 500 don't mean I got enough. So that documentary that he put out, Boss Man put out, shows what support is, short term, long term, and what people misunderstand that word to be. And again, my experience with it from a military background, Masonic background, and all the other things that I do besides DJ, support is a double-edged sword if you don't get the understanding of truly what it means and how to give it and how to receive it. So everybody don't give support the same way you do. So if you get in your mind that they're going to do it the same way you do, 9 times out of 10, your feelings going to be hurt. So don't feel or think somebody going to reciprocate what you give them. I do stuff for Boss Man. He hooked me up in so many different ways. I do stuff for real. And ain't got to be a green dollar to give you support and reciprocate your appreciation for what people do for you. I'm going back to my corner now, Pink.
Yeah. Baby G wears many hats, but if you look up support, I would have to say we got a headshot there because I have asked this brother, numerous times questions, and it seemed like he clocked out and went and researched what I asked and sent me links and documentation. And I'm like, I know he at work, so I don't know if he went to lunch early or what. That's what he do. So yeah,
he believes in you, and you help him and support him in ways, so he's gonna support you in ways that he feel like he can help you.
Yeah. Well, I was listening to something earlier today, and they was talking about support, and they was talking about promotions, but a lot of artists feel that DJs aren't important, but we're just as important as they are, because in the industry, a lot of it starts, with the producers. You got some artists that write their own music and do, but still, as the DJs, we're getting the music out there. And some people, support sometimes is just a push of a button, you share a button. And we talk about this all the time, going in the promo room, sharing. Sharing is caring, but support any kind of way, even if I just call you and say, Classic, I've called you numerous of times and you've helped me out on many things, real deal the same way. he'll call and he'll talk to me on certain things. I mean, that's support to me, because you don't know what type of mind frame that a person is in. But just to pick up a phone, or even with the situation I got going on, I let you guys know. And there hadn't been a day go by y'all hadn't touched in and say, hey, how's everything going, or whatever the case may be. That's support for me. And that means a lot, and that lets me know if we saying we family, then we're family. And you guys have shown that numerous of times. I've been in Fleet, about 3-4 years, and it's been nothing but love and support, on every end. Not from everyone. I can't speak for everybody, but, certain ones. But people try to say we're cliquish, but it's not even that. You have to start networking and communicating with people on an everyday. I mean, I have people reach out to me, and I don't talk to them on an everyday basis, but they've reached out in this time that I'm going through. They've been there. So if people don't understand, Fleet is family to me. If I say you're my brother or you're my sister, then it's just that. So y'all gonna have my support 100. So that's my take on that with the support.
Right.
Unique, you got anything you want to go on with that before we move on?
Well, I just want to say, okay, so the support for me is huge, because when I came to the Fleet, I was looking for family, right? And I was one of the ones that came in not knowing really what I came into. Like, I was given a title as a host, and I had never hosted before, because I didn't have the instructions, like the right information coming in. So they threw me under the bus, right? So me being the personality that I have, I made friends, or people started liking me due to my energy, right? So I came in as a host, and I got with people that hosted, and they was like, look, the way you talk and how you are with people, you'll make a good host, right? So then everything is not going to be good all the time. You're going to run into some people and some things that see things in you that you don't see in yourself, or other people feel like you better than them, or they feel like they better than you, or whatever. You're going to run into that kind of stuff, right? So some people support some people, and we have to accept it, right? So my take on it is, Fleet for me has been wonderful. I've had my hiccups, but I'm in positions after positions, and I didn't think that I could do that. So yeah, I appreciate Fleet for being Fleet. I appreciate Fleet for being Fleet in my life, because it's things that I'm doing now that I had no intentions of doing ever in life. So from being just a member to being in different higher positions make me feel like I'm accomplishing things. So I appreciate you, Classic, for coming up with an organization such as this. So you get what you put into it. And if you network with different people in different states, no telling what you can learn. It wouldn't be an organization if everybody knew the same thing. So you're not learning anything if everybody know the same thing. So you get with people who know different things that can push you, but you have to have that mindset to be willing to be pushed on your own. It starts with you first. So support is what you make of it again. So yeah, that's my take on that part.
All right.
Growth is key, progress and growth.
That's it. Well, I'm gonna ask this question, and we moving on along. Why is mental health important to each one of you? So personally, I need you guys, what do y'all feel about mental health? Why is it important?
Well, mental health. Mental health is critical, because what's going on in the inside affects what we see, how you perform, how you conduct, how you move, how you treat others. So if your mental health is screwed up, 9 times out of 10, that person gonna be screwed up, or they live in a double life, or they live in a bunch of lies because they got all this turmoil going on inside. So without having a solid foundation of faith and love for yourself inside, mentally, emotionally, psychologically, and physically, it affects everything you do. So if you playing and telling lies to yourself in your mind, You're going to tell lies to everybody because you think it's acceptable in your mind state, in your mental. And that's not the case. And that's a bad situation to be in. And a lot of folks' pride and insecurities keep them from asking and seeking the proper help that they need because they think people will look down on them. And we had a big problem with that in the military, where if you went for mental health, people would frown on you or say you're not a good leader or a good soldier because they felt you was weak, but you was just asking for help and understanding. So mental health is very serious and very important in my life because I've been through that stuff and it's no fun.
Okay.
Well said. Well spoken.
It is. Anybody else want to elaborate on that one?
He
He summed it up, didn't he?
basically, you know what I'm saying? He well spoken. Yeah,
He summed it up in a nutshell. Real, you want to come back with something on that, or you just gonna let them have that one?
Yeah, I think that's it. I mean, much I can add. I mean, personally, when I think of mental health, no,
because he summed that up
Yeah,
for me,
that's it.
everybody.
he gave the potatoes.
yeah. I mean, yeah.
Mission Neat, anything you want to touch on that one before we go? Oh, baby, that was deep. Woo!
Baby
Baby
G.
Well,
G.
that's what I touch on anyway. When I talk to people, when I talk to people on the pod, like when we're doing the Zoom calls and artist spotlights and stuff, if you notice, I will always touch on something dealing with the mental status. And the reason I do that because it took a lot for them to be in the spotlight, right? So they had to go through some storms and stuff like that that they really don't talk about because people don't never ask about the beginning. They're always asking about the end product or how can I be one of your groupies in so many words. You know what I'm saying? But it was a mental meltdown at some point that those DJs and those artists and those people had to go through, even business people. It all, I guess it sums up when I say that people have those breaking points when they thought they should have made it sooner than they have, or people closing doors, they getting doors closed. It's a mental process they go through and we don't talk about it. And there's not enough platforms in the world for people to hit on mental health because they're afraid of people being judgmental and not listening. So yeah, a lot of people, even in Fleet, they going through things and they don't talk about it because they have this name that they're trying to keep for themselves. But you can
Mhm.
see it. Sometimes people are getting unveiled and you can see the hurt. You see what I'm saying? And there's a lot of people have reached out to me personally just to pray for them or whatever, but they're scared other people gonna say something. But what we talk about, we talk about. But sometimes they just want somebody to hear them. A lot of suicidal folks in Fleet. You know what I'm saying? But because I opened that door and was able to listen to them and hear what they had to say, and it kind of turned them another way, or they didn't give up so fast. And like Real, he helped me in more ways than one because I had to hit Real when I'm finna quit. I'm finna leave all this shit alone. Forget it. He like, nah, Mr. Dick, you can't do that. If people see more in you than you see in yourself, that should give you another reason to take a second look at life. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I appreciate the real deal. I'll try to tell you, got deep, but that's my take. You just got to reach out to people, and you got to be able to know the signs when people are crying out for help. You just got to pay attention to those signs.
Well, I appreciate all you brothers that's on here because believe it or not, y'all done helped me through some storms and not even knowing. So that's why I say sometimes just a text, a phone call, you know, it'll bring you out of a dark place. And when you got, more than one person that's reaching out to you, it helps a lot. So I think it's important. And if people aren't talking about it in their homes, they need to start talking about it, especially with the youngsters. You know, some people don't want to talk about it because I don't want nobody to think I'm crazy. But it's not that. I think it's important in every household that we should be touching on mental illness, especially to our children, because now we got a lot of young ones taking their lives, because nobody's there to tell them, hey, that's not right, or, it's going to be okay. So I think as a whole, we are all role models here So with Fleet, even with the teen division was going on, a few things when I was sharing it, I had a lot of people touching on. It was like, man, that's amazing, y'all, letting the youngsters, come in to, do different things. It was something positive. So as a whole, I think, with Fleet, it's positive, and it's been wonderful for me. And just say, so the world will know, since we're worldwide, people need to know what Fleet is about. And that's why I wanted to start the podcast out with you guys first, because we could have had anybody else in the world on here. And like I said, I appreciate you guys for being on here, because y'all could have done many other things, but y'all took time out to come talk with us. But I just wanted the world to know and to see, what we're made of. We are really what we say we are. We're family. And Classic, that documentary, it was everything. I mean, I watched it. It was funny to some points, because man, your mouth was something. I'm like, this lit man got way too long. I mean, it was funny. But when I first came into Fleet, I just
I
had
didn't
this.
think he cursed that much. Like,
I didn't
Lord.
either. Yeah. But I thought Classic was a tall man. I really thought he was tall. But going to the first conference, this man was like, I'm like, dang, he ain't even tall as me. He about five something, I'm like, but cool. But you're one of the coolest brothers ever. And until people get to know you, they don't know. So people always try to say what a person is like, but until you get to know a person, I thought Baby G was very rude and everything else until I got to know him. Because I was like, man, this man is really tripping. But I thank God for him, because he have pushed me to my limits. Yeah, I'm gonna say it. I mean, we talk about everything, but he pushed me, and now I'm able to do things that I didn't know how to do, because, as he always say, reading is fundamental. So he took me back to school, and it helped me. So he's part of the woman that I am today. Thank God for him. And real deal, on a real note, he has been a true brother. I mean, me and Rhea, when I first came in the Fleet, we talked. He would call me and we just talk. Hey sis, da 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 da. I mean, he's really cool, laid back, smart, and I came back into Fleet, and they asked me to be his assistant, and it's been wonderful. I didn't think I could do it, but with the help of him, he's helping me get through a lot of stumbles. He's helping me. And Classic, if I shoot a text to you, you'll say what you got to say, and you through. You're quiet, but you're deadly. People don't know. But you guys have been amazing. And I don't know right now where I would be without Fleet. So I'm glad I'm back home. I'm glad you guys are here. I'm glad we're doing what we're doing. 2024 is bringing about changes, and that's what we're here to do. I've always wanted to do a podcast, and they always say nothing to it but to do it. So with the help of Miss Unique, Baby G, because I know I don't word him many days and many nights. But it's gonna get better and better, like Fleet did. It's gotta grow. So we might have a few hiccups here, but we're gonna get it. It's gonna air out. But this has just been amazing to have my brothers here on this platform, and just so the world can see, what we're about. So Classic, hopefully them applications gonna start coming on in too now, since we out here putting out this air. We're airing out all this stuff. Y'all get ready, because Fleet we blow up even bigger. So all right, we got more questions because we don't have much longer, but
supposed to.
Legacies. What legacies do you guys want to leave?
I got a good question.
Go ahead, come on before we get in there, because I know she got something. She finna stir.
You about to exit? You already
say it.
No. The question that I wanted to, because like I'm writing a book, right? I got a book that's gonna be coming out real soon. So my question is, if you had how would I word it? Okay, so if you had a book that was gonna come out, what would the title be if your worst enemy wrote it? What would the title be of a book about you that your worst enemy wrote, and why?
Damn, the title.
The educated asshole. That'll be my title.
Which one?
The educated asshole.
Valid.
And why? Why?
Why? Because most time people feel that way. Baby G, there you go. Trying to talk down to me. There you go. Trying to make me read and learn something. He just won't give me the damn answer. No. If I had to get educated in the best.
I sure said that.
I know. Now, all you good for talking about behind my back, but when it comes to talking to my face, you go run in a corner somewhere. The little bald head derelict to sleep. Yeah, I can't say that to Baby G. He gonna hurt me. You grown. You say whatever you want. So that's why I say I give you all the tools to make money, and you get mad at me. But you just fail to realize them 36 PDFs I gave you at $40 a pop, that for free, that's money you ain't spending. I just gave you thousands of dollars, and you crying and complaining about somebody helping you for free. So you know what? The educated derelict, aka Baby G, gonna go back in the corner and mind his business. Next time you call me, guess what? Cash App is $ Colvin G70. You had your chance. You had your chance. Autographs for the educated asshole are $50 now. Nothing's free no more. You didn't appreciate free, so I'm gonna help uneducate you while I keep getting educated. But I'm gonna get paid this time.
That's rough.
Okay, that's gonna be an interesting book.
Called all type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? These industry people. Like,
So, Classic, what your title gonna be?
that's hard. I said that's what I was saying because I've been called all type of stuff by all these label guys and everything.
Just throw
else.
one out there. Throw one out there for us. Give us a good one.
I gotta think.
Okay, well, real deal, you got one.
I don't.
Honestly, I would like to think I don't have any enemies, but I know I got a lot of haters. And
Ooh.
so, haters are undercover fans. So, my
Haters,
fans,
promoters.
my hater fan probably would just
Exactly.
say
Period.
he think he got it figured out.
Real deal haters.
That's
That's
it.
it.
That's okay.
That's your book.
Real deal haters.
Real deal.
For
Hey.
real.
Yeah, I'm kind of like Classic. I'm quiet. I speak my truth, and I'm done.
Yeah, like I don't
You know what I
even
mean?
I don't even give nobody else a chance because once I say what I'm saying, they don't even respond back.
Y'all quiet but deadly.
Yeah, and it's not because I think I know it all. I mean, they're just my
Silent, but
truth. It might
making
not
a
be your
lot of
truth.
noise.
It's my truth.
Crazy thing is, I ain't have to talk to nobody like that in a while. So I don't, if people hate me, they don't say it, So back in the day, it was a little different, but now it ain't the same.
Wait till they see that documentary.
I think I get a lot of love now.
Growth and development.
Huh?
What'd you say?
What'd you say?
You had to act out at one good time. I said you had to act out at one good time.
Oh, I acted out
Set
a
an
million
example.
times. That happened a million times. That's how I got my name. I didn't used to like to call me the madman. Like people.
But that's the title of your book, The Madman.
Yeah, the madman. Yeah, you could say that. But I ain't the madman no more. So it's
Well, you're quiet but deadly. There you go.
and the crazy thing is I ain't quiet. I just know when to speak. You know what I'm saying? Because I look at my surroundings before I speak. I don't just come in the room like a loudmouth.
Yeah. Okay. I see he cool with it though.
Yeah, like I don't come in there and be like like on the face of the attention. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't do that. So
It's a beautiful thing.
It is.
like I'm speaking at a conference this Saturday. You know what I'm saying? So it ain't like I don't like it's just different for me. Like
That's interesting. Because you don't talk a lot.
Oh, I do. Y'all just don't see it.
But
With that documentary, I saw a little bit, man. I didn't think those words would come out of your mouth, though.
Nah, that's me coming from the streets of North. You know what I'm saying? That's how I was raised. My father was a different person. So
Right.
it was like a little different for me or whatever, like growing up and
With a big
seeing
baby.
stuff that I saw and stuff that was around me and stuff. So, you know,
Yep,
but
had to move different.
the doc it was real. Like it still was a lot of stuff left out. I could have made it 3 hours and whatever from that first part. And
That
so,
makes part two. We're going
you
with
know, you
part
had to
two.
chop a lot of that off to make it an hour. People to understand the whole point of that and to see where Fleet came from, because I could have easily, because people thought they was going to see Fleet DJs right off the bat, but that ain't where Fleet DJs came from. You had to see those people for you to be able to see Fleet. So when part two come out, now you're going to start advancing yourself to seeing Fleet DJs. But it wasn't no Fleet DJs without those people.
Okay.
It helped me. It gave me some understanding. And like I said, when you sent it out that morning, I was sitting there laying in the bed and I was watching it. I got up, I was showering, I still had it on. I was showering, trying to watch it. I'm like, this is deep. So,
some people, they still was like, where's the Fleet people at? That is the Fleet people. Like, you got to look at it. Everything starts at a certain point. And without those people being there, because I could have took another path, which I was heading that way or whatever. And if that path would have went, none of this would be here.
yeah. Well, I'm glad it didn't go that other path, because I appreciate you for what you've done so far. And I'm looking for many more years to be there.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. Well, we ain't going nowhere now. We here.
We in there. In 2024, we finna come in with a big bang.
Oh, yeah.
So what's the title of y'all two books? Two hostettes.
I knew he was coming with it. I ain't gonna say I got no haters. Well, I ain't gonna say I got some haters. But let's see. What my title, you go first while I'm coming. No, I'll go ahead with mine. Mine would probably be She Thinks She Every Damn Thing.
Oh, you gonna set me right there? I thought you had it all together.
I got it together. I said that's mine. The name of my book.
I think my book will be Struggle was part of the. Oh, okay, got you. Well, mine is Struggle was part of the purpose. They always thought that I was going to be the one that was struggling, but they didn't know the purpose of my struggle. So those haters didn't know the process. So you have to go through a struggle and go through some things, in order to know who you are and what your purpose is in life. So those haters were actually helping me come up with the book that I'm coming out with in reality. So yeah. Thanks to my haters. Thanks to the people that closed the doors in my face. Big ups to the folks who told me no. You know what I'm saying? So
it'll be next year before it comes out. It's gonna be next year because she ain't gonna get it out this time.
So
she gave me 60 days.
Okay, but so since we're gonna flip it on all these titles and stuff, but all of it go back to communication. All of it. People understanding you and what you are and what you're trying to do for you and your path, and us understanding what they're trying to do for their path, right?
Right.
So
well,
memoirs of communication will be my next one.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, this gonna be deep. Hey, Classic, on the real, we might need to write a book complete.
Deep. You gotta be so deep all the time.
We need to write a book for Fleet. We need to write a book.
Everything is possible,
Yeah, we got a magazine, so let's do the book. Why not? Give them some more.
The crazy thing is, I don't even, when we talk about haters and all that, I don't even know nothing about none of that, because at the end of the day, I just worry about what I do. Like, I don't even pay attention to what everybody else is doing, because I'm in my own little world or whatever. I stay so focused that I don't even know what other people are doing.
I try to stay in mind, but sometimes you can surf and you're going to see everything you do and they biting. So my mama always told me, if you got all these copycatters out there, you're doing something right.
Yeah, I'm not really a social media person like that. Like, I scroll, but I don't really get into it the way other people get into it. I come from the days of not having that.
That part.
And putting in the grind of actually having to go out in the streets and being able to press up CDs or whatever you want to call it, or just be in the outhouse, which is the outsider's house, or being these label cats faces and different things like that. So I'm come from a different cloth. So the internet it's a tool, but I use it for what it's worth.
Facts.
I could put my phone down and won't even think about it. Like when I went on a cruise this summer, that shit was great for me because I ain't had to look at it.
Peace, wasn't it? Peace of mind.
My service didn't work, so that was great. Leave it where it's at.
Like that. All right. Before we chop it up and sum it up in one word, what happened? Hello?
Yeah. Say your in one word.
I need you guys to describe yourself in one word.
Flexible.
Okay.
Strategic.
Ooh, nice. Real?
I don't know. The word I'm thinking of is a noun. It's not an adjective.
We ain't in grammar school, real. She just said a word.
She's gonna say spell it.
And he like this gonna get some thought. You describing me.
Yeah, he had to think of
describing
him.
himself, so he got to get deep.
Yeah.
I say collected.
Nice.
Cool, calm, and collected.
Methodical.
Come on now.
Unique. I'm gonna let you answer that question. Need one word. I asked you first. Come on, one word.
I mean, I did it first.
One word.
No, you
No,
didn't.
I asked you first.
Okay, so you just said my word. My word is unique. That's my word.
There you go.
You're gonna say that.
It's unique.
There you
I'm
go.
different.
I did too.
I mean, that's why I'm unique. That's my name. That was the purpose.
All right, Pink. What's your word?
Blessed.
Amen.
What's yours, Pink?
Blessed. That's my one
Amen.
word.
That's the way to end it right there.
Collection plate.
That's it. That's all.
Take up
So you thought I was gonna come with something else, but not this go around. But I'm blessed. So before we close up, because I think we got a few more minutes. What legacy?
Okay, so you guys, my next.
The legacy, honey, because we're gonna close.
Yep.
Come on, take it on. Come on, let's go.
Yeah, we got. I know, right? Go ahead.
Yeah.
What was the question?
What legacy or impact do you hope to leave behind through your work and your contributions?
Well, I just want to see people grow, and when I look back and be like, a lot of these people achieved their goals. That's what makes me happy,
Like that. Real, Baby G.
I ditto what Classic said. I just want to see family, my grandbaby on the way. I just want to see them be better than me and accomplish stuff.
Yep.
And that's it. I ditto what Classic said.
Ain't about me.
Yeah, your legacy, what you believe behind. So I want everybody to be blessed beyond what I was, and kind of like what Classic doing with the documentary. I believe we need to tell our story, tell our reality, because anybody else is just telling their interpretation of it. So your legacy need to be your story.
Amen.
Come on now. That's so deep.
Yeah, deep. Well, we put the right people on here today. Woo. No, we needed this. This is education, it's some growth. I mean, y'all filling me up. I'm full. I mean, people needed to know. Well, I'll tell you this. Y'all let people know where they can follow you guys, because y'all might got some fans now. I believe we got some more fans coming. You might want to hit us up. Y'all kind of let them know where they can find y'all on social media before we close out.
Fleet DJs on everything. Fleet conference coming July 18th through the 22nd, Orlando, Florida. Make sure you register on fleetdjs.com. Check out the Pitching and Grinding podcast. We're on season 2. It's on YouTube. Subscribe. Fleet everything. Documentary is out on Tubu, Apple TV, Google TV, Vizio TV. Check it out.
Ooh, I'm trying to get like you. I'm trying to get like you, boss.
We got a lot in store. 2024 as a month.
I'm ready. Real
Follow
deal.
me on IG at I am DJ Real Deal.
DJ Baby G at DJ Baby G70. All one word.
All right. All right, Unique, you got anything you want to close out with? She gonna give us a
I just
speech,
want to
y'all.
say thank y'all for coming on here. No, I just want to thank them for coming on here and getting to know Classic on this level because I never thought I'd talk to Classic in life for real. So I appreciate him coming
I'm
on.
around. What are you talking about?
And motivating everybody. I'm just saying. Classic CEO. Okay. But yeah,
He'll
I
sidebar away,
appreciate y'all,
so.
and I do have a podcast, The Unique Experience. Huh?
And
I
she
said,
gonna
Classic,
do
I wouldn't
What'd you
sidebar
say,
away.
Bria?
classes
He
and
can
sign
sidebar
our way.
Real deal, sidebar me way. An hour ago.
Okay.
Yeah, 'cause we're not gonna hold too much more of you guys'
But
time.
yeah, I just appreciate y'all though.
Now we appreciate you. We appreciate everybody that, y'all bringing this platform for everybody. We did the first episode, but it's a million guests that will be up here for y'all. To make the podcast excellent and then drive it the way you want it to go. You know what I'm saying? So keep it going.
Yeah, congratulations, ladies.
It's nothing but up.
Yes, sir. Thank you. Thank you guys. And you guys for
Appreciate
Pure Focus
that.
Podcast. We want to thank you guys from the bottom of our hearts. Fleet family, love. One family. I mean, what it is, one sound, one family, right? So
One sound, one band.
one sound, one band, but we family. So, we just one call away, and I appreciate you guys. And I don't put a lot of my business out, but I just want y'all to keep continuous prayers for me and my family, because it's been a rough time. But hey, God is the creator of everything, so I believe in Him more than anything, and I know He's gonna get us through this patch. So this platform here is to help, and when we hit on mental awareness, that's why I wanted to touch on it, because people just don't know our everyday lives is hard. But Fleet, if they sleeping on us, let them keep sleeping. But we know where we are. We know where we're going. So 2024, and like he said, July the 18th through the 22nd, we will be in Orlando. And we're going to keep it 100. We're going to keep it real. So until next time, Miss Unique, take us on out. You and that delay. You got to do delay.
I'll holler. I only got
Like
2
I'm
lessons
waiting
with
on
this
my time to
radio.
leave.
All right. Yeah, God bless.
Until next time, y'all. Easy.
Salute.
All right.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
All right.